Ever feel like you study for hours, but when the test comes, your brain suddenly decides to take a vacation? You are not alone. The key to studying effectively is not about how long you study, it is about how you study. If you are tired of cramming, forgetting everything a day later, and feeling frustrated with your progress, you are in luck. Today, we are breaking down 5 powerful learning techniques that will transform the way you study and help you become smarter. One of the most powerful ways to learn is by forcing your brain to retrieve information from memory. This is called active recall. Instead of passively reading and rereading your notes, try testing yourself on key concepts. Studies show that self-quizzing strengthens neural connections and dramatically improves long-term retention. The best part? You do not need fancy tools, just cover up your notes and see how much you remember before checking the answer. Flashcards are a great way to apply this technique, but you can also create practice tests or simply write down everything you know about a topic from memory. If you want to take it up a notch, try explaining the material out loud. Teaching someone else, or even just pretending to, forces your brain to process information in a deeper way. And yes, that means you can have full conversations with your pet about quantum physics if you want. Ever crammed for a test the night before and felt like you knew everything, only to forget it all the next day? That is because of a psychological phenomenon called the forgetting curve. Our brains naturally forget information over time unless we review it at strategic intervals. This is where spaced repetition comes in. Instead of studying everything in one long session, review your material over several days or weeks with increasing time gaps between sessions. Apps like Anki and Quizlet make spaced repetition easy by automatically scheduling reviews for you. The idea is to review information just as you're about to forget it, which strengthens your memory and helps you retain knowledge for much longer. So, instead of a last-minute cram session, spread your studying out and give your brain time to solidify what you have learned. Let us be honest. Studying for long hours without a break can feel brutal. Your brain gets tired, distractions creep in, and soon you are staring at the wall instead of your notes. That is why the Pomodoro technique is such a game changer. This method involves breaking study time into focused 25-minute sessions, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. Why does this work? Because our brains focus best in short bursts. Knowing that a break is coming makes it easier to stay on task without feeling overwhelmed. Plus, taking regular breaks prevents burnout and keeps your brain fresh. During your break, move around, grab a snack, or do something fun. But resist the urge to check social media, or you might fall into a 30-minute scrolling spiral. You do not really understand something unless you can explain it simply. That is the philosophy behind the Feynman technique, named after Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman. Here is how it works. Pick a topic, explain it in the simplest terms possible, as if you are teaching a child, identify gaps in your knowledge, and refine your understanding. If you struggle to explain a concept in simple words, it means you have not fully grasped it yet. That is your cue to go back and review the material. This technique forces you to engage with the content rather than just memorizing definitions actively. Do you want to take it further? Try teaching a friend or recording yourself explaining the topic. You will quickly discover whether you truly understand it or not. Most students study one subject at a time, mastering one concept before moving to the next. While this might feel efficient, research suggests that mixing different subjects or types of problems in a single study session is actually more effective. This technique, called interleaving, helps your brain recognize patterns and apply knowledge more flexibly. For example, if you are studying math, instead of doing 50 algebra problems in a row, mix in geometry, word problems, and graphing. Your brain has to work harder to switch between topics, which strengthens learning and problem-solving skills. Think of it like training for a sport. Athletes do not just practice one skill over and over. They mix up their workouts to build well-rounded abilities. Now that you know the top 5 learning strategies, the key is to actually use them. Active recall helps you strengthen memory through self-testing. Spaced repetition ensures you retain information long-term by reviewing it at the right intervals. The Pomodoro technique boosts focus and prevents burnout with structured study sessions. The Feynman technique helps you truly understand material by simplifying it. And interleaving keeps your brain engaged by mixing up topics and concepts. The best part? You do not have to use all of these at once. Start with 1 or 2 techniques and gradually integrate them into your study routine.